boy JT from Tempo's Rise and Shine. And when I'm here in Tortola, you know what? I rise and shine with DJ GADIETHZ right here on the Morning Ride.
Every single human being that's locked onto this sort of vibes on a morning like this. Of course, this is yours truly, GADIETHZ, and it's going to be a splashing morning. You know, as soon as we open up the cameras, we have people in the house that you need to talk with. You need to know that this is the climax of the Morning Ride show. Without going any further, let me say good morning to one of my co-workers slash good friend, Sophie B. Morning. It's all good. What's up, Dr. Dre? Yeah, you better be here because this week is the climax week. As you know, next week, Wednesday is going to be our last, showing of the Morning Ride show for the season has come to that end, and it's going on good. So, Sophie B, you're here with us this morning. What's popping?
Well, I'm just happy to be here for the third time. Great experience, Of course, I'm here all courtesy of New Generations. They hooked me up. Got to say good morning to Vicky. And, it's just a pleasure to be here. I'm excited about the show, about your guests, so I'm just happy to be here. Okay,
talking about my guests, we have to get into the information tips this morning, brought to you by none other than Tortola General Services. And, of course, we've got Clover's. That new Clarks that I'm wearing is courtesy of Clover. It's not Clarks, Sophie. I'm just juggling. Okay. But information tip, new governor to be sworn in on Friday. The new governor, Mr. Boyd McCleary, CMG, CVO, will be officially sworn in as governor of the territory on Friday, August 20th, at a ceremony to be held at the House of Assembly. Now, you know that when they say a new governor comes to town, it's going to be a whole different paperwork. You want to say something, Sophie?
No, the last governor, David Perry, I was watching his ceremony last night, his leaving ceremony. Very emotional, very touching. And, I liked him as the governor. So hopefully this new one, will just fall right in place and, it'll be smooth sailing, hopefully.
It is so good to see, good friends. That terminology has to be thrown in, working together. I remember one time the governors coming to an island was not this really of a celebration, but we've passed that stone age, thank God.
Really?
Thank God we've passed that stone age. Response by Minister Fraser to leader of the opposition in the House of Assembly. Question number one, Mr. Speaker, I can confirm that the BVI Electricity Corporation did not request the return of the money deposit towards the purchase of a new generator, and I can also report that documents do show that that same was returned. I don't even know what's happening, but I've been hearing a bit of thing about the
if he can confirm that the BVI Electricity Department did not request the funds back, who did?
My gosh.
And how come they received it back?
And of course, without going any further, my last piece of information tips is celebrity Lisa Nichols will be featured on the Morning Ride show. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
There's so much.
I thought I told you.
You did send me a text, but I'm so crazy about Lisa right now because I'm hoping that she give me that exclusive read up on the show. I want to know what tomorrow brings. I did see the documentary slash movie The Secret, and she has a lot of secret. So we will be getting into that this morning, and of course, you know how we do it. We keep it real. We're going to take that small commercial break. When I return, I'm going to have the beautiful Lisa here with us, and of course, she wake up quite early, and her term this morning, we're calling her Island Girl. Island Girl Lisa, and you'll know why we're calling her Island Girl when I return. So keep it locked right here on the Morning Ride Show. It's on and popping. We're gonna get that commercial, make some money. Price Low is your perfect mini market. Experience it now for your grocery needs, fresh produce, and ground provisions from the Caribbean. Yes, we're small, but we have it all. At Price Low Mini Mart, we strive to make your shopping a pleasant and memorable one. With this in mind, you are guaranteed the lowest prices. So next time you think about shopping, think Price Low Mini Market. Located in Puzzle, next to the Sunrise Bakery. Open Monday to Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Friday to Saturday, 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. For more information, contact them at 541-9187. Price Low is all we know.
Spoil yourself and let Hair Source provide you with the hottest styles in major brands of 100% human hair pieces, weaves, wigs, and hair extensions. At Hair Source, they have a section of stylish hats, beauty supplies, fashion jewelry, shoes, regular and plus-size clothing. Hair Source is also your first choice hairdresser with an established reputation for providing the highest standard of hairdressing in their hair salon. So stop by at Hair Source today. They're located on Main Street opposite Roadtown Bakery.
Tortola General Services, where you can get all your Caribbean foods like Grace Foods from Jamaica, Aki, Bami, Grace Tin Mackerel, etc. Anytime you think of Caribbean, just think of Tortola General Services. Even the best taste in Jamaican yellow yam. We have Magnum Tonic Wine, G-Force, Baba Roots, and whenever you need that extra energy, Village Ram from St. Vincent. Just check out Tortola General Services. Please try one box of our 100% cane juice, and the next time you must get them by the case. We also have the best water, mountaintop springs with a pH value of over 7.09. Even the animals are taking good care of Tortola General Services. We have now in stock all kinds of animal feed. Now, just check us out at our new location at Port Purcell number 3 warehouse, just below Ford Garden Center, or call 494-4507.
King's Refrigeration is a full-service refrigeration company. We specialize in auto air conditioning, installations, and repairs. At King's Refrigeration, we offer solutions at a very competitive price. It would be our pleasure to get you up and running knowing that the job is done right the first time. King's Refrigeration is located at Purcell Estate.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Cutting Edge Gym and Fitness Center introduces the Body Pass. If you know a member at the gym, it costs you just $40 a month. Get 2 buddies signed up and you pay only $35. Pay the remainder of the year and get a month free. The Cutting Edge Gym and Fitness Center. We're open Monday to Friday and we're located across from the Prospect Reef. Telephone 300-2234. This offer expires August 15th. Be a buddy and come to the Cutting Edge Gym and Fitness Center today. Clovers, the original Clark's Booty Dealer. Located at Wickham's Cave, Roadtown, Tortola. Telephone number 494-3724. Clovers. Okay, I'm reloaded. Let me just say we have $50 credit given away this morning from Digicel plus a couple of Blackberries. This week is going to be crazy. Now, joining us right now, I want to call her Island Girl, but she's glowing. Hi, good morning, Lisa. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
You're looking wonderful. You've been soaking up some of that hot sun. Yeah, I really see that you're enjoying your time. Sophie, I had to bring in Sophie this morning because Sophie is a big fan of yours and she believed that some of those motivational speech that you give is a plus. But let's start out professionally. Tell the people what's popping. Lisa, who is Lisa? A lot of people don't realize the weight that you carry when it comes on to the media fields and all of this thing that you're doing in the motivational speaking. Talk to me about that.
Well, I'm an international speaker. I travel the world teaching people how to create the life they love and love the life they create and how to take their lives to the next level, both professionally and personally. I've written 4 books, 2 Chicken Soup for the Soul books. I was a contributor in the book The Secret, which is I call it the secret tsunami. That's what got me on Oprah and Larry King. And my latest book, No Matter What, just came out last year. And we launched it here in Tortola, and it's already hit 6 bestsellers lists. And I've done a couple of television shows, specials. So just Just some stuff.
Wow, that's marvelous. We have excerpts of a promotion that was sent to us as to all the places that you have graced before you've come to the Morning Ride Show. And it's been a wide span, as you said, Oprah, Larry King, and all of the above. Why do people move towards you with this positive energy?
I think, inspiration is the one thing that it's timeless. It's applicable to everyone. I tell people, if you're wondering what to get someone for holiday, get them inspiration. We all can use inspiration. If you're on the top, you want to stay on the top. If you're on the bottom, you want to get off the bottom. And so that one thing is something that's going to help you get back up one more time. Whether you're black, white, whether you're from the States or an island or China, everyone wants to be inspired. I just got back from China about 30 days ago, and it was amazing watching 3,000 Chinese people speak no English, and yet the inspiration was the same. They're jumping and crying, and so I think inspiration is something we all need, deserve, and want, which is why.
Sophie, do you want to?
Yeah, the first question I want to ask you basically is, what inspired you to be an inspiration to others, to motivate others?
Well, it didn't come from a rah-rah and, kind of great experience. It was really growing up in South Central Los Angeles, right between two gangs, having 3 fights a week to get home from school. Wow. And being considered academically challenged in school. It was knowing what discomfort and misery felt like.
Right.
So much so that I made a commitment, I will not take out real estate here. And I just really began, I stumbled into self-development trying to save my own life.
Right.
Trying to give my own self a chance. I was a single mother in 1997, and I just looked up and said, God, it has to be better than this.
Right.
Where can I go? And I began to reach out and find things that fed my spirit and fed my soul. And the more it fed me, and the more I wanted to share with others who I knew was going through the same thing.
Right.
And so it's what my grandmother would call being the wounded healer.
Right.
When you come through a passage, you want to turn around and open that door as wide as you can
Right.
for other people.
All right.
I just wanted to know that before I came here, this is exclusive, right? I filled my bath, with a lot of water, put some nice roses, light a candle, I wanted to purify myself because
For this interview.
Yeah, because I do watch.
Is he doing that thing again?
No, I do watch The Secret, right?
Okay,
and I
good.
believe that what you're trying to tell us is that we are greater than how we look. There's something more powerful in
Absolutely.
us to really put out than what we're giving ourselves credits for. You know what I mean? That's the sort of message I get when I really see the Secret and read some of your material.
Right.
Spiritually, how much of a importance is that to us?
Well, first I'd like to make a comment to what you said. We're greater than what we see. I often ask the question, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Like, how big would you play if you knew before you started you were gonna win? That everything you touch is gonna turn to gold. How would you love differently? How would you show up differently? How would you play full out differently? What would you go for? So that's number one. It's exactly what you said. And then two, I think whatever you call your higher power, knowing that there's something greater than you is absolutely important. Your God, whatever you call your God, but understanding that there is a force, there's a universe working on your behalf. Whether you call it God, Allah, whether you call it Buddha, whatever you call it, that there's something that only wants the best and the best for you on a daily basis. And that if you can tap into that greatness, you can tap into that possibility, you can live in that place of possibility, ordinary circumstances become just a moment. They don't become a lifetime. Most people who are in misery, they chose to take out real estate in misery. Other people who moved through misery had the same experience. They just knew there was something greater on the other side, and they kept going for it. And so I believe that it all taps into knowing without a shadow of a doubt, and I call it faith, that I don't have to see it every day. I just know it in my gut. I know like I know like I know.
So let me ask a question. So would you say that you have certain steps you take to reach that greatness, to reach, that place?
Absolutely. I call it a system. And most people who want to get to bliss or joy, happiness, love, most people want to get there, they're repeating the same toxic behaviors that they did last year and the year before, wanting a new result. I believe that there is a system, there's a process. I say success leaves clues. One of the things that I'm here for is the event on September 4th. Well, I'm going to spend a lot of time talking about the steps that I took. And people, the ladies and men that come, many will duplicate the exact same steps and get their own sense of results. Others will tweak it just a bit but stay on that same path. Success leaves clues all day long. We just have a tendency to want to make it so unique that we take the winning ingredient out of it. Or we're more committed to our story of misery than we are to our possibility. And so you are exactly right. I didn't graduate from college. I got kicked out of college because I didn't have enough money to stay.
Wow.
And yet I own two multi-million-dollar companies today. I own those because I attached myself and began to learn from people who were already successful. And what I can do is I can emulate success. What I can do is I can take your strategy, your formula, and I can make it mine. That's what I can do. I might not have been able to do geography very well, but I can copy what's successful. So you're right, there is a system, and we have to know that there's a system, because if we don't allow it to be a system, then you're going to say Lisa was lucky.
Right.
But if you say there's a system, then all three of us get to emulate and learn that system. And bigger than that, we get to teach it to our children.
Right.
My son knows the system already at 15.
Wow.
Well, if you're just joining us this morning, we're coming from that professional approach, we're talking with the beautiful Lisa, and when we say Lisa, because that's a name that I'm familiar with, and I think that she's more relaxed right now. We're taking away the celebrity status. We're bringing her down to earth, Tortola style. She chose this beautiful country to, bring her knowledge and wisdom, because she saw something here and she know that the people, they need that empowerment, and that's what the Morning Ride Show is all about, empowering people. At this time, Sophie, you have some sponsors that is making it possible for us right now.
Of course, we want to say a big thank you to Price Low Mini Mart, King's Refrigeration, Roadtown Fast Ferry, Cutting Edge Gym, Brothers Car Wash, Hair Source, Tortola General Services, Clover's Digicel, Ayana's House of Hair, Soul, and of course New Generation, our lovely sponsors making it possible this morning to be here on the Morning Ride Show. That's for sure.
Not forgetting Midtown Restaurant. Got to say thanks to them also. But the reason why Lisa is really here this morning is because on the 4th of September, as you were saying, you're going to allow us to be, in that audience where some of your knowledge, wisdom, and approach towards life, you will be dispersing it and having people ask questions. This morning, the lines are open also, where people can actually call in also. But talk to me about that seminar. What is it all about?
Well, I came back in October for the Women's Empowerment Summit, and I was a keynote speaker. And what I saw was people were hungry for more. I think I spoke for about 90 minutes, and there was just massive hunger for we want to jump in. So I decided to team up with Portia and our friends over at Oyster Marketing to put together a full-day seminar, which will allow us to have what we call an interactive experiential experience, which means that I'm going to teach you techniques and then you're going to absolutely apply them right there in the room. And the focus is to teach people how to stay motivated during difficult times. How do I stay in fourth gear or fifth gear? How do I not lose momentum? How do I not become the conversation of the economy? How do I not become the conversation of deprivation and lack and scarcity? How do I keep my mind on abundance and prosperity? So we're going to talk about some techniques and do some techniques right there in the room to do that. We're also going to talk about how do you increase your sales as a business owner? As a business owner or as an employee, how do you become a consumer magnet? How do you position yourself? Because right now, what's going to make your business work is that you have a unique way of marketing. You have a unique way of putting yourself out there that customers are looking for you. Because now that someone may not have $3 to go in 3 different directions, I have $1 to make 3 choices. How do you make yourself the choice? So we're going to talk about that as a business. We're going to talk about refocusing your attitude to have more personal and professional success. How do you have a holistic approach? It's not okay to just be successful in this area of your life, but your relationships are falling apart, or your health is falling apart. Holistic success. You know, what does it mean to have it all? What does that mean? You know, that's not a dream. That's a reality, and you need to know what it takes to get that. And as women, we have a tendency to want to be everything for everybody. You know, we're service providers. We feed from our cup, and many times we're feeding from, let's say with this cup, our cup is half empty, but we're giving everything out of it. Well, that day on September 4th, I'm going to show everyone there how to take your cup, fill it up, and serve from your overflow, and not from what you need.
I love that.
No, but what I saw where the word woman is very much, you know, I mean, a lot in what you're saying, but this is going on
everyone.
Everyone.
I encourage men to come. When I was in China, out of 3,300 people, there were 500 women, and the rest were men. So the conversation crosses gender. If you have a dream, if you have aspirations, you want to be motivated, you want to learn how to live the life you love and love the life you live, you want to learn how to generate more profit or add a zero to your bank account, then I say come. Now that's man, come. Woman, come. And so, yes, there will be a lot of women there because it's coming from the Women's Empowerment Summit. But like last October when I came, there were a lot of men in the room, and almost everyone came to me and said, I needed to hear that message just like the woman did. And this is a workshop. So I tell people, if you're going to come, hydrate, get your sleep. I mean, it's not a sitting shop, it's not a think shop, and it's not a listen to Lisa shop. I'm a transformational coach. So my job is to come in, find the breakdown in your life, and help you turn that breakdown into a breakthrough. That's my job, and that's what I do.
All right, hold it. I got a question here. What's the name of your companies?
My first company is called Motivating the Teen Spirit, and Motivating the Teen Spirit has been established for 10 years, and we teach teens how to make emotionally healthy decisions. We teach teens how to put a name to their feelings. We've worked as of June of 2008 with over 210,000 teens, and we've prevented on record over 3,053 teen suicides. And so that's my work with teens. And then I have my company Motivating the Masses, and Motivating the Masses focuses on entrepreneurs, men and women, teaching them how to build balance in their personal and professional lives, how to take both their personal and professional life to the next level.
All right then, right now, Sophie, I think we reached that point where we're gonna run that promo to get who is just joining us, you know, I mean, up to scratch with what's popping. You know, I mean, Lisa Nichols, she's here, and she's gonna be here until September 4th. I won't tell you where she's staying, but you know, I mean, she is a source of energy right now. At this time, I'm gonna send it back to get the promo running, and then a bit of ad, and then I return. I've got to give away this $50 from Digicel. You know what I mean? So keep it locked. The Morning Ride Show. The lines are open. 300-1949. I need her to feel welcome on the island. But in the meantime, let's get this promo running right now.
The Morning Ride Show is brought to you by the kind sponsorship of Price Low Minimart, King's Refrigeration, Road Town Fast Ferry, the Cutting Edge Gym and Wellness Center, Brothers Car Wash, Tire Repairs and Sales, Air Source, Tortola General Services, Clovers, Al's Marine Limited, Caribbean Insurers, and Wheatley Consultant Agency.
Brothers Car Wash, Tire Sales and Repairs is fully equipped with top-of-the-line brand tires of all sizes. What do you drive? A car, SUV, truck, or tour bus? We've got it covered. Right now, the purchase of 4 tires gets you a lifetime warranty. Yup, for life. Punctured? No problem. We'll maintain your tires for free. Brothers Car Wash, Tire Sales and Repairs is always there for you with their 24 hours emergency assistance. Just call 496-9399. Wash your car 5 times and get the 6th wash free. They'll change your oil in 29 minutes for just $29. They can also change your brakes and detail your interior. Reservations required. Visit Brothers Car Wash, Tire Sales and Repairs today in East End or call them at 495-2541.
This Friday, August 20th, at the Bottoms Up Nightclub, everything dirty. Dirty band, dirty sound, dirty name, dirty place. Yes, dirty.
Hold on, guys. What you talking about?
Yo, all roads lead to the big bad dirty dance this Friday at Bottoms Up Nightclub with pure dirtiness. Dirty Dre, Dirty Gadietz, Dirty Extreme, Dirty Shutter, admission $20 before 12 and a little more after. Security, Dirty Style, this Friday, August 20th, 2010, the People's Champion.
Boy, Gadeighz, you kill them this weekend. Bottoms up, and that's you say Extreme, DJJ, Alliance Sound, the one you're mad, boom, bang,
when the lover come down for you, when the lover come down for you, girl call me, let me hammer you, girl call me, let me hammer you.
Find out the secret and see why people everywhere are talking about it. Okay, author Lisa Nichols, a member of our secret panel, says that for years before discovering the secret, her life was spiraling out of control.
Her agenda is clear. And it's clear because she tells you what she's going to do. Completely disarming.
How do I want to feel? What energy do I want to give off? What energy do I want to draw back to me?
We now welcome Lisa Nichols, a motivational speaker, advocate of personal empowerment. She's a teacher of The Secret, the Law of Attraction.
I'm living in my passion. You know, we look at better as if something's wrong with now. Yeah. You know, I was just saying that to a friend last night. You need to relax and be with now. Be with it now. Yeah.
You can't just believe it. You can't just sit back and think it's going to happen. You have to get up and do.
Lisa Nichols grew up on the tough streets of South Central Los Angeles. At age 19, after hitting rock bottom, Lisa prayed for a better life. Today, Lisa's made her fortune, motivating more than 60,000 teens to make better choices with their lives.
I'm the example. I'm the first example how the world's supposed to love me. And I have to give them the best example ever. Wow, I've never heard that articulated that way. I've never heard it articulated like that way. Beautiful, Lisa.
I got it. I got the secret. I got the law of attraction. Now what?
I believe that it's the responsibility when we come through a space to turn around and share on how we got there. See, one of the things that I'm committed to do is I'll share the entire journey with you, the good, the bad, the happy, the sad, the right, the wrong, and everything in between. Because I believe that every part of my journey, every part of your journey has perfectly prepared you to be right here in this seat today.
If you were at a restaurant and you ordered something, you fully expect it to come served that way.
Yes.
That's how the universe, you're putting out orders consciously and unconsciously.
Yes.
And expect it to come back. So if you're saying, I'll never have a great relationship, you just place an order.
And there's so much I want to give you because when I built my business, there are several key steps that I did repeatedly over and over and over again, because if it works, then I was going to repeat it so that I can repeat the same successes.
Until you give yourself permission at the very core level to get something new, something great, and something awesome. It will elude you. It will always be around the corner. It's something you can define right here, in this moment, right now, and then be committed to it like non-negotiable.
And I want to know, what can the world get from you from this moment forth? How will you change this planet with me? How will you be a change agent? How can you love deeper than you've ever loved before? Forgive sooner than you've ever forgiven before. Sooner, quicker, faster, running back to love. I was in South Africa, and a 17-year-old young man.
No, that way.
And I'm going to tell you to show up.
Anyway, we're having this in-depth conversation off camera with Lisa Nichols, of course. You've just seen what she does, and I must say that I keep telling her that she's very spiritual, you know what I mean? Because by looking at her, by talking with her, you can feel that sort of spiritual connection. And I think Sophie has made that jump.
You know, I want to ask you, because in the footage just now, we saw how you were interacting, you know, up close and personal with someone in the audience. Have you ever encountered someone that, you know, no matter how you try to motivate them, have you ever found someone that was just difficult, you couldn't get them to reach that point? Have you ever encountered
Absolutely. That? Have you? Yeah, right? All the time. Same people you run into, I run into, and what I do is I ask people, instead of a lot of times we're trying to force people to get the light, to get the message. And so I just stop and say, what are you committed to?
Are you committed to staying in misery?
Mhm.
Are you
Right.
committed to finding a new place to be called joy and bliss? And they'll find in that moment, they'll make that decision, and then you allow them. So if they want to move, when people want to move to a new place, I'm happy to escort you. You want to stay there, I'm happy to bless you, kiss you, love you, and leave you. I mean, but I had to learn that. I had to learn because I had to get out of the converting business.
Okay.
I can't convert people. You can't convert people. You can invite them into a new possibility. If they choose to come, love them as they come. If they choose to stay, love them where they are. That was release. That was when I finally realized I could do this for a very long time. Because
Okay.
otherwise I was killing myself, just starting with my family.
I know, right?
Well, I must say that, Lisa, I believe in faith. You know what I mean? The Secret was something that when I first heard about it from the CEO for JTV, it was like, God, there's something that I think you need to see. Because as a people, I believe that, as I said, we hold back ourselves so much. You know, there's so much great things in us, but we try to find all the ifs and buts and maybe not to go through with it. And The Secret really, it pushed me forward. It said, God, if you can think about it, you can get it. If you can dream it, you can achieve it.
It leveled the playing field.
It just brought everything from a spiritual and manifested and became physical. And that's why I'm here in the morning, right? Because I forced myself. And what you do, the kind of work that you do, it's that sort of energy that we need to be around. Tell me, how did that come about, being a part of The Secret documentary and working with all those people who have this out of the box thinking?
Well, you know, it really came the most bizarre way. I was simply doing the work that I do in the world and making a declaration that there's greater for me. You know, it was the exact same thing you just said about your life. I was busy working with teens in Los Angeles and then in the United States and then internationally, busy saying, I'm ready. You know, the first thing is to say, I'm ready for something bigger. I'm ready for the next level. You know, Saturday on September 4th, we're going to first make a declaration. What are you ready for now? What are you ready for financially? What are you ready for romantically? What are you ready for physically? And what are you ready for spiritually? In every area of your life, what are you ready for? Now hold that picture very clearly in your mind. Now, what is it going to take to get there? And begin to do the process, because when you think about it, you're immediately saying, this is what I want. Whether it's good or bad, happy, sad, right or wrong, negative or positive, you're saying, I'm ready for that. Whether you're always in worry and doubt, you're going to draw things to be fearful of to you. But if you say, I'm ready for it. So what I basically did is I said, I'm ready to serve humanity. That was the word that I used. I don't want to serve black people. I don't want to serve people in the United States. I don't want to serve rich people. I want to serve humanity. And the next thing I know, I'm getting an invitation to do The Secret. If you notice, I'm the only black woman in The Secret. I'm one of maybe 4 women. And so this wasn't my standard community that I hang out with. It wasn't the standard place that I run. But I said I was ready. Use me. I'm ready to be used. And next thing I know, it was in 52 different countries and 195 different languages. I'm sitting on Oprah and Larry King. Literally, it was me declaring first that I was ready. Then doing those steps you talked about. Is it a system? Doing the steps to become a magnet. On September 4th, I'm going to talk about what does it take to become a magnet. How do you become a magnet for the things that you want? So you're not pursuing them. You're being who you're supposed to be, and they're coming to you. Right now, you have to work. But you're creating the energy where you're now in what I call a relay with the universe. You're not jumping on everything. You're not working with that urgency. You're simply in a very natural relay. I always I told someone the other day, it's funny because everything I touch turns to gold these days. So I keep my hands behind my back because everything I touch is like exploding.
I think I felt you just.
Yeah, I think but it has to do with being in rhythm with your purpose, being in rhythm with your passion, understanding your boundaries. My being here in Tortola is about serving the personal, Lisa, as well. I'm here for 6 weeks. And I'm here because I understand I need to take deeper breaths. I need to see large bodies of water. I need to be in the gym. I need to, I need to have my prayer time. And so it's also understanding what that rhythm feels like. And so it's listening to every part of your life. Because while I'm here, my company is actually making more money than it was making the month before I got here when I was back in the States, because I'm in the rhythm. All of it's interdependent. All of it's interconnected. When your relationships feel good, your finances go up. When your finances are in order, your relationships feel better. But how do you work interdependently, and how do you get them all to work interlinked? That's what we're going to learn on September 4th.
I have one final question.
Yes.
let's say that, you know, you want to do all of these things. You want to be positive. You want to move forward. You want that change. But you're just surrounded by people who are just negative.
Yeah.
How do you deal with the negative vibes or the negative people that you have when you're trying to reach to that greatness?
I call them the dream vampires. They suck your dreams out of you. And just know that a dream vampire doesn't want to be a dream vampire. That's just all they know how to be.
Right.
So first understand it's not their intention to suck your dreams dry.
Right.
It's their intention to try to climb out. And in trying to climb out, they're pulling you down.
Right.
And so one, I am very committed to having a community that encourages me. You asked about the people in The Secret. That's my community. They don't look anything like me. I also have my home community. I got my girls, I got my homeboys, I got all of it. But I understand what they are for me. And so it's understanding that you don't have to convert your existing community. You just need to expand your existing community to a community that speaks your language, a community that walks with your rhythm. I always want to hang around people who make me want to be a better woman because I'm in their presence. Just because I'm in your presence, you make me want to play my A game. I can't play my C game with you. That's just not enough to be in your presence. And so I put myself in a circle of a bunch of people who look nothing like me, who walk, talk nothing like me, but they had A games, and I wanted to find my A game. And now I'm in the circle, and blessedly I have my A game in their circle, and I'm really inspired because now they look at me and say, God, you make me want to be a better man. And I go, that's really wonderful. But I had to up-level my circle and make myself mildly to moderately to significantly uncomfortable with being ordinary. And wanting every day to be extraordinary. So, you know, the event only will have about 100 people there, by the way. It's not, we don't have a lot of space. And so it's very intimate. I designed it that way so that each person will have the time, will have the up close and personal, drill deep kind of time.
That's what I want to talk to you about, because I was watching the clip a while ago, and you feel that spiritual bond with someone in the audience, and you move to that person and you try to do something from a humanic point of view, you know, not just, as you said, commercially, but you actually attach yourself with that person. So on the 4th of September, put all the baggage aside and just come to the Chajal.
Yeah, well, you know, it says basically, if you want something new, come to Treasure Isles on September 4th and get ready for a breakthrough. Get ready for September 4th to be the first day of the rest of your life. Because it's that turning point. Change doesn't happen when the sky opens up and lightning comes down. No, it can change on September 4th. It can change in a moment. That's how my life changed. And so, when you're ready.
I think I have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay, and yourself?
I'm blessed.
Well, this is quite a surprise this morning. I just woke up and I completed my workout, and I turn on the TV as usual to JTV every morning.
Thank you.
No idea that this program was going on today, and just listening to what Mr. has to say, I mean, it's just so, it just brings out a passion in me.
Amen.
Because I know where I am. I know what I want. I know it's right there. And I just want to go and get it. And I'm just, I just need to know how. I need to know, you know, the drive forward, the way forward. And, you know, I'm listening and I'm hearing that there's something that's going on September the 4th.
Yeah.
You know, I'm interested in learning, how do I get there? How, you know, how do I get involved?
Yeah, speak to her. What's your name?
Simone.
Simone. First of all, Simone, I want to acknowledge you for jumping up and jumping into your commitment to health. And I can hear the urgency in your voice, sweetie. I know what that feels like. And it's that I know it's in me. I know that there's a champion in me. And I cannot rest until my champion is set free.
Yeah.
And so I hear that. So I want to just acknowledge you and let you know that I do hear that. And I'm excited to be able to share with you about September 4th, because when you come, and I hope that you, and I believe you'll be there, when you come,
I'll be there.
Yeah, when you come, you'll find a lot of the glue sticking your dreams to the plan. What's missing right now for you is what's the how-to, not just the how-to steps, but also what's the mindset. How do I keep my cup full? How do I keep my tank full? How do I serve from my overflow and not from what I need?
And so we'll spend that day doing you'll do a lot of learning, but you'll do a lot of doing, because I want you, Simone, to develop your muscles before I leave. I want you to begin like you worked out this morning. I want you to work out your emotional muscles, your mental muscle, your spiritual muscle. I want you to understand what your financial muscle needs to look like. Oftentimes as a people, we haven't been forced to look at our financial muscle, our emotional muscle. We're very strong spiritually, but we haven't looked at those other areas of our lives. So I'm going to have you look at it. So I'm going to invite you to get a lot of rest, sweetie. Drink 8 glasses of water for 8 days. Make sure you get 8 hours sleep, because it's going to be a workshop. But I can tell you this, September 4th will in fact be the first day of the rest of your life, and the first day of the best part of your life. And I'm not magic. I don't come with any sprinkle fairy dust. I don't come with any special juice or any wand. You're going to do the work. I'm just going to show you how to learn how to live the life you love and love the life you live.
Wow. Oh, I'm drawn to tears right now.
Amen. Because you know that it's possible. And that's just like what The Secret did. It showed us what's available to us. And you know, that hunger in your belly will keep you up at night. That hunger in your belly will have you get up early. You know, that champion won't let you rest until you set it free. And my heart always goes out to someone who's in their last days of their life and they have to die with their champion. You don't want to die with your champion inside of you. You want your champion out. You want your champion serving the world. You want the world to see who every person that you could have been, every woman, every man that you're being, because your life is transforming into seasons. And this is the season where you're not comfortable living inside ordinary. You're only going to be comfortable when you every day choose to make ordinary extraordinary. That's the season for you. And so I'm just excited to be able to come and excited to be able to share with you, because I'm that ordinary woman who lived in South Central, who was raised between two gangs, who failed English, who got a fail in writing, who got a D in speech. I'm that ordinary woman who was on government's assistance when my son was 3. I'm that ordinary woman who had to borrow money to buy my son Pampers when he was 8 months. I'm that ordinary woman who simply chose to make some extraordinary decisions to change my life. And so I'm excited, Simone, to share some of those techniques with you as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we'll get your pen and paper ready, because we're going to show you how you can come. And Simone, just know that the first 75 registrants are going to be automatically upgraded to VIP status, and you're going to get VIP seating, and you're going to get an up close and personal hour with me afterwards as a mastermind, an intimate up close and personal with me right after the training, all 75 people who are in the VIP status. So as soon as we give the information to you, hurry, go online, register, make sure you're there, because we have probably about 20 slots left in the VIP upgrade.
All right, Simone.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I must say that Simone, I know you're watching. She is like a butterfly. If you see her, when I just met Simone, she's been through a lot of changes. But right now she's in her butterfly stage. She's about to fly. She's been showing that from the other day. I see her. I said, Simone, you're glowing. You know, you can tell when the human being is fulfilling their whole aspect, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally. All the alleys are being tapped into, and that's a call that I'm telling you. When you see her, you're gonna know that it's something that's it's ordained to be this way. Yeah. All right. As you know, the Morning Ride Show, we try to get you up and going. Of course, Dr. Dre has a spin of the day coming, and he's been so silent. I must say, Dr. Dre is he's learning a lot. What's up over there, Dre? It's the first morning I see Dre so silent. You're live on the Morning Ride Show. Good morning. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
I did in the house packing some clothes, right?
Yeah.
And I feel so happy that this lady talking. I know it's natural thing is she talking. You understand?
Yes.
So I reach you well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I get a blessing. Just
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
all right. You'll have a good day.
Thank
Same
you.
to
You
you.
as well.
All right, bye.
Yeah, man. God don't make mistakes. That's my motto.
No, he doesn't.
Whenever I'm in a corner and like I'm going through a rough time or anything at all in my life, my first thing is the Almighty who created heaven and earth does not make mistakes. We're going to take a small commercial break. When we return, the phone lines are going to be open. I still have $50. We're going to go over the little time limit this morning, but I'm going to get a long commercial break so I can fix my technicalities that's popping up right now. And Lisa, she's not going nowhere. Keep it right there on JTV.